Lynch, we didn't get the chance to catch up last week, but it's been a good couple of weeks there with a win against Aberdeen, Dundee in the league and a win against Paisley on Sunday in the Scottish Cup.
Yeah, we've put 3 pretty good wins together. Pretty happy with the performances. I think we've been getting progressively better, game in, game out, and I think the Aberdeen and Dundee games especially, we played at a level that we kind of expect from the guys, week in, week out. It seems to be kind of coming together just now for us. So long may it continue. Yeah, like I say, the work ethic and the commitment levels of the game up in Aberdeen and the game at home at Dundee were particularly satisfying when I'm standing behind the bench watching those games. And yeah, I think we deserved them.
So just briefly touching on that Aberdeen game, we came away with a 5-3 win. Obviously, you're just saying there you were delighted. It's never an easy place to go, is it? But, getting a result like that after obviously, slipping up.
No, I know it's never an easy place to go. Big crowd, and they've been the team to beat over the last couple of years. So yeah, it's never going to be easy. But the guys really dug in. We had a pretty solid performance from start to finish. Ran into a little bit of penalty trouble, but that seems to be the norm just now. Yeah, I thought 5-on-5 against Aberdeen. I thought we were the better team by far. Every time we kept getting some momentum in the game, we seemed to take a penalty or two. We had to kill 2 or 3 5-on-3s and things like that as the game went on. But yeah, we played really, really well up in Aberdeen.
So Saturday there, we welcomed the Dundee Rockets back for the second time in a couple of weeks. It was a game where, I'm not saying we need to win it right away at this time in the season, but, it was a massive game and the boys got the job done.
You certainly can't afford to lose them. You know yourself, there's certain games in this league this year that are going to be title deciders, or certainly have a bearing on the outcome of the league placings at the end of the season, no matter what month you're playing the games in. So it was a game we couldn't afford to lose, and again, thought we played really well. We were maybe under the cosh a little bit in the first period. I think we were outshot a little bit in the first period. Dundee came out at us pretty hard, but we still managed to go in at the end of the first with a lead, and then we extended that lead through the second, and we had a pretty good third as well, bar a couple of little sort of minor lapses.
So overall, we had 4 games, 2 against Aberdeen, 2 against Dundee. We took 5 points for a possible 8. You happy with that? Obviously, we want to be 8, but...
Yeah, obviously you want more, but I don't think we can be unhappy with it. You look at the 2 games against Aberdeen, and we came away with 3 points. They came away with 2. So I think we've got a slight advantage on them right now, although there's still a long way to go. And like I say, it was really important that we won that second game against Dundee after they beat us here the first time. It keeps us in it. It keeps us neck and neck with them, and we'll have to see how the next few games pan out before we play each other again.
So we're sitting second in the league, I think, a couple of games in hand to Aberdeen, and they're 2 points clear. The Rockets just in behind us. It's exciting now, even at this kind of early stage of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, the league's a little bit different this year. In the previous years, you were always worried about Kilmarnock, being able to beat anybody, and they're maybe not quite as strong this year. And it looks, the way it's going, it looks like we're looking at a 3-horse race, although I'm sure Kirkcaldy would have something to say about that. It's a little bit different this year, so it puts a bigger emphasis on those games against Aberdeen and against Dundee. So, but like I say, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot in the league. We're in a good spot in our win-loss record. We just got to keep playing the same way we have been the last sort of 2 or 3 games. If we can keep doing that with the same effort level, commitment level, intensity level, we'll be fine. We'll be there come the end of the season.
So we head to Kirkcaldy this Saturday. We spoke about it plenty of times, but these games with the Kestrels are always very close, and probably expect a similar game.
Don't expect anything else. I think what did we play them 8-9 times last year? Was there ever a game where there was more than 1 goal in it? Maybe 1, I think, at the start of the season, and that was about it. The first game we played against them this year, what was it? 4-3? I can't remember. It was close. I know that. So yeah, we know what we're going to expect. We're going to come up against a decent team with a few good players, and we know that they're going to raise their game and give us their best. So we have to be ready.
And Sunday night there, it was a change of competition. We played Paisley through in Braehead in the Scottish Cup, the quarter-final. We came away with a 5-2 win in the first leg. What were your views on that game?
The game wasn't great. I thought it was pretty flat, to be honest. The building was flat. There wasn't a huge amount of fans in it. Neither team really covered themselves in glory, I wouldn't say. We did enough to win the game, as the scoreline suggests. But yeah, it wasn't a classic, let's put it that way. But it puts us in a good position for the second leg. You know, we've got a 3-goal lead coming back in our own rink for the second leg, and we'll be looking to take advantage of that and hopefully progress on to the next round.
Just finally, Lynch, any news on the injury front with you got guys like Archie and obviously Ben?
Archie should be skating this week. All going well. Whether he skates tonight, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he plans on, at least worst case scenario, trying Thursday to see what he's like. He says he's feeling a lot better. We're hopeful Archie's going to be in the lineup this weekend. Ben is still, it's looking like Ben's going to be a long way yet. He's got a long road to recovery. He started doing a bit of swimming and things this week, he was telling me, to kind of help sort of strengthen up and things like that. But I don't think we can be expecting to see Ben in the lineup for a few weeks yet.
No, but well, as always, all the best for Saturday, and we'll catch up next week.
Okay, thank you.
Isaac, it was a big win on Saturday night against the Rockets to add to that win up in Aberdeen the previous week. You and the boys, you must be happy with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we had a sour taste in our mouth from the OT loss up in Aberdeen, and especially the way we lost against Dundee at home here. But yeah, it was a good bounce back and 2 much needed wins.
So the game on Saturday, I thought the first period maybe a bit scrappy, but the second period I thought we dominated. We got that 3-goal lead, and then Dundee, they came back into it. What was your view on the game?
Yeah, I think I certainly thought we took it to them the last couple periods. I think the penalties just kind of took the wind out of our sails, and it's those kind of awkward penalties that aren't really like hard penalties that are always the weird ones to kill off. I think one was like a face-off violation, and another one was I can't even remember, but a pretty soft penalty. So I think those ones kind of sometimes just mentally get to you. But you know, they got us the week before or whatever, and this time they didn't. So baby steps and hopefully take some mental stability out of that.
So you grabbed that empty netter at the end to seal the win. That was a loud roar when that puck went in, wasn't it?
It was actually. I wasn't expecting that. I think it was just the way the game was, kind of back and forth, and then again, like this, those kind of soft penalties. It just felt like there's deja vu a little bit, and we kind of came through the other side this time. So I think the fans were happy to see that.
And when you broke up the ice there, I noticed Joe was to the left of you. Was there ever a thought of passing there, or was it always shooting?
Always shooting, never a chance. Not passing to Joe.
So Sunday night we headed to Glasgow and we faced the Pirates in the Scottish Cup. A 5-2 win. Overall, we're happy with the performance for you and the boys. A scrappy game.
Scrappy game. I think we got away a little bit from some of the things that made us successful against Dundee. But sometimes that happens. Dundee's obviously a very well structured team, so you kind of have to elevate your game, and the way Paisley play is a little bit more wide open, and they don't quite have the same kind of style as Dundee. So a little bit of an adjustment there. I think the ice wasn't great either, which I know certainly affected some of our breakouts.
So the return legs in 2 weeks' time here at Murrayfield. We just need to go now and finish the job and not be complacent, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a good chance to work on things as well, and really make sure we dial in, good habits. Sometimes it's hard to do in those types of games, but it's whatever way you want to look at it, we have to close it out. So it's good practice to close early, and it's something that's going to help us later in the season.
So this weekend we've only got one game. It's Saturday night over in Kirkcaldy against the Kestrels. It's your old home. You played there for many years as a flyer. Do you still enjoy playing over in that rink?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit weird going on to the other bench now, but it's good. I like the ice. I'm used to the bounces there, and I know a lot of the guys on the team there as well. So it's kind of nice to see some familiar faces. And
it'll be a tough game as always. The Kestrels they're very tight games. I just said that to Lynch in the other interview. It's always a hard game against the Kestrels, isn't it?
Always a hard game. It's 2 five teams basically going at it with the amount of guys we have. But they always play hard. They battle. There's a lot of good talent over there, and they're always exciting games.
And just finally, Isaac, I think the last time was obviously last season, but you're now well and truly settled in Edinburgh and the team, and also living here. How much fun have you had playing here in front of the Caps fans?
Yeah, it's it's something I didn't really expect to be doing, I guess, a couple of years ago. And I'm really happy that it kind of worked out this way. And I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else right now other than, working and playing hockey. It's a pretty good balance for me. So, I'm very grateful for the chance to be playing here, and I'm enjoying every minute.
And what about the city? Have you been enjoying that?
Yeah, I love the city. I'm starting to finally learn my way around and learn there's more places than just Cowgate. So it's it's a good place to be. It's a beautiful city.
Well, listen, all the best for Saturday, and we'll chat again through the season.
Sounds good. Cheers.